Hi everybody, and welcome to another episode of the 3D Print Zone. In this video, I'm going to show you how to change the nozzle on an X1 carbon from a 0.4 millimeter nozzle to a 0.6 millimeter nozzle. So the benefits of upgrading to a 0.6 millimeter nozzle is that you can print faster, and this is because you can push more filament through the nozzle while you're printing. You'll also get stronger parts because you'll get a wider extrusion for each layer. Now, the main downside is that, of course, you're going to lose out on some amount of fine detail in your print, but depending on what you're printing, this may or may not matter. So this is the hot end assembly that I ordered directly on Amazon, and I'll leave a link to this in the description below. So inside the box, we'll see here is our extruder assembly, and then it also comes with 2 screws as replacements if you want to swap in the ones that you already have on your printer. Now, the nice thing about this assembly is it's complete, meaning it comes with the fan, the thermistor, the ceramic heater, the nozzle, and the extruder all as an assembly, so it makes swapping this into your printer a lot simpler. You can also purchase just the hot end with the nozzle, but that's a much more involved process. So if you plan on switching back and forth between the 0.4 and 0.6 millimeter nozzles, then I recommend getting the full assembly as opposed to just the hot end and extruder. And to uninstall the existing extruder assembly and install the new one, I'm just going to be using this screwdriver here, which is part of an iFixit kit. Alright, so to start off, of course, make sure that you've powered off the machine because we don't want to damage the electronics during this installation. First, we can remove the cover plate, which is just magnetic, by just carefully pulling it off the front. And we can kind of just move it off to the side. I like to kind of just hook it on the rail like so, just to get it out of the way. Now that the cover's off, we can disconnect the 3 connectors you see right here. So you just want to be careful while doing this step. The connectors are pretty fragile and can break easily, but here you go. These are the 3 connectors, and this is quite frankly the hardest step of the whole process. Now we can go ahead and remove these 2 screws, and that'll allow the whole assembly to come out. And now that the screws are out, we should be able to just kind of wiggle this out. And there we go. And now we're going to swap in the new one, which is the exact same steps, but just in reverse. All right, and now we can go ahead and put the connectors back in. And the good thing is they're all 3 different sizes, so they'll only go in one position on the board. And there we go. And lastly, we can just go ahead and put our cover plate back on. Make sure these wires are fully enclosed. And we're all reassembled. So as you can see, overall the process is pretty simple and it really only takes a few minutes to do. If you found any value in this video, then please go ahead and give the video a like. And if you're new to the channel, then consider subscribing for more videos like this. Thanks again for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.